Hello and welcome to this live. It's Parveen Smith here, and today we're going to be talking about a subject matter called conscious thinking and reality. So, today I'm so honored to have you here. I just want to share something with you. I've been so fortunate to be in the most amazing spaces just in the last week or so. Met some amazing people, for example, doctors who are doing amazing things. I had met some people who are content creators. I was at Houses of Parliament, and this was amazing because I met somebody really great who is such a big icon in Africa and is doing some great things there and actually known as a household name. So for me, this was an amazing few days to a week that I have been having. And I must say, life is busy, but I can also say that we mustn't take it for granted either. So what do I want to share with you today? I want to share with you a little bit on consciousness. And we may see consciousness on a different level, okay? Some of us may see I'm consciously aware that this is happening for me, and I understand that consciousness is, for me, alertness or awareness or to be here, to be in the now. Have a little think about that for a few moments. I want you to just think about what is consciousness for you in your reality. Okay, I'm going to give you just a couple of minutes there. Now, let's have a look. Messages are coming through. So people wanting to know information. People want to know, what does that mean? What is the summit that I'm going to be involved in? My goodness me, there's so much going on in the world, isn't there? That we have to bring our consciousness back almost to our reality right here, right now. I look outside of my window and I think, what an amazing day it is. It's still very light nights. We're just coming, well, we're into the midst of our summer, should we say. It's June, and what can I say except for I'm consciously aware of the lightness, the daytime, the sky, the heat, the temperature, and I'm consciously aware about my reality all around me. For people who don't understand consciousness and reality, they would just see every day as like a hamster wheel, just going round and round and round on this hamster wheel. For me, I started to realize over a period of decades that I don't want to be like everybody else, or I was not meant to be like everybody else. Just think about what I've just said. I don't want to be like everybody else, or I'm not meant to be like everybody else. Does it trigger something in your own consciousness to think, okay, maybe I feel the same too? Am I meant to be different? Am I meant to be unique? Am I meant to be typically and naturally, authentically who I am? I held a lovely podcast, or should I say, I was invited to a podcast today, and it was also very much so for young mums or mums. And even mums are thinking nowadays, I want to be an entrepreneur. Consciously, they're thinking this. I want to work for myself. They're consciously thinking about this. And when you have a small family at home, it's really tough, isn't it? It's really hard going because you want to look after your children, and if they are babies as well, you want to look after them. But at the same time, you're thinking, I just don't want to be a stay-at-home mum. And I hear that often, actually. And although bringing your own children up in the olden times, you were the stay-at-home mum, and you did that. And over these last 10 years or so, you've definitely pushed to go out to work more as mums. And mums are thinking, what can I do consciously? I'm talking about mums right now. What can I do consciously to do something from my own home that I am happy doing while I'm bringing my children up? And young mums are thinking that nowadays. And I would say there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, by the way. So we are looking about consciously being aware and having the determination to be more in life. Consciously thinking, this is my reality. but also consciously thinking, this is the reality I want to create for myself and for my family. Because my family are dear to me and I want to be there for them. And the way I'm going to do that is by putting all the energy and the effort into me and my family members. You see, sometimes people are waking up a little bit late and thinking these things. And sometimes people get into their mid 50s and still are learning about conscious realities and consciously, I want to be doing this, rather than automatically going with the life flow, which may not really get you to a destined place that you want to be at, which could be a reality. So we're looking at here the importance really of why we do what we do consciously to get to where we want to be. Okay, so what reality do you find yourself in right now? You know, every week I ask you a question. So I want to ask you this week, what reality do you find yourself in right now? Is it a good reality? Is it something that you really love to do? Is it something that you don't want to be in? Because we can really make the choices. I always say we have the power in our own hands to be able to make the conscious decisions on really elevating ourselves or thinking, actually, I'll just stay where I am. So we've got to look at this consciously. Okay, where is your mind? Where is your mindset even? And that's a big, big buzzword as well, your mindset. Where is your mind and where is your mindset at this moment? And we're talking about your awareness, talking about maybe how you personally perceive yourself, your personal awareness. It could well be, I think of myself on a philosophical journey right now. I'm in a philosophical space where I'm just contemplating that I'm so privileged to be here. I'm so privileged to be alive. I am so grateful for the house that I live in. I'm so grateful for this bookshelf that I have right here and my beautiful Tibetan bowls, which are actually from Tibet, about 70 years old now. And I'm so grateful for all the certificates that I've received for the work that I've done. And I'm just so grateful for having the breath. You see, having the breath and I'm alive. In recent days, even, I'm hearing some sad news. Somebody else passed away. You know, people are getting sick. And consciously, I'm aware of this. And I truly, truly want to make some changes. And there's a lady called Adele, and I helped her many years ago. So about 18 years ago, she was diagnosed with lymphoma, actually fibromyalgia first, then lupus, then lymphoma. Now, she had come to see me about, I would say about 10 years ago, roughly about 10 years ago, could be a bit longer. And she came to see me and I knew something wasn't right in her body system. And I started to ask her to come to me so I could help her to heal with the golden key, the magic formula that is so, so powerful, which was given to me 20 years ago. So consciously, she came to me. She was consciously aware that she was meant to come to me. So she had her sessions. Then she went away and I didn't see her for years, absolutely years. And then she was looking for me. And she was looking for me when we were in the pandemic because she became sick and she got more and more sick. And then accidentally or synchronistically, we bumped into each other outside a supermarket. We were wearing our masks and everything else. And that's when she said, I've been looking for you everywhere. Where have you been, Parveen? And I said, I've always been here. She says, I need to come and see you. I need help. And then she started coming back to my sessions and I helped her more. Then I said to her, listen, because your body system is the way it is, and medically you've been told this is what it is, it would be better if I trained you in AOT formula, the golden key, so that you can work on yourself. And you can do this for yourself 10 minutes a day or up to 30 minutes a day. And she agreed, so I trained her in it. And she loved it. She carried on doing it. But then she came to a halt. This is a true story, ladies and gentlemen. She came to a halt. But when she came to a halt, she didn't really think about anything greatly except for, oh my goodness, I'm feeling ill. And the doctors in the hospital were saying what they were saying. And then all of a sudden she remembered. She consciously thought about this. I was given something by Parveen, the golden key, the magic formula, if you want to call it, and I must use it on myself. So I think I prompted her, if I can remember rightly, and I said to her, listen, we really need you to use this. What are you doing? I haven't used it for a while, Parveen. I'm very sick. So I encouraged her to go back to what I taught her, which she did. And luckily for her, what had happened was she continued to use the formula. And as she continued to use this, she started to feel better, bit by bit, better again, bit by bit, and better again. And to the point where she could cope with life again and she wasn't bedbound. She was even told you might have to have chemotherapy, and then the end result of that is palliative care. That's what she was told. But what had happened was she kept using the golden key formula, AOT, and guess what? She lived longer. And in fact, I just spoke to her about 3 weeks ago and she's doing fine. And what she said was, Parveen, it's given me my life back, my life again. Wow. I've got goosebumps right now just thinking about this and sharing this with you. I've got life. I've got life again. I'm living my life. This is the magic or the miracle of AOT, the golden key, the formula. And when you use this, you're reviving your whole self in more than one way. Cellular level, organic level, and then on top of that, a divine level. It's your purpose to be here. And this formula works to keep you here. It's longevity of life. So can you just imagine that? Because I know what worked for me. It saved my life 20 years ago, and I know what it's doing for other people. So sharing that with you consciously, that she consciously realized with my push as well, that she should be doing this. And consciously, in her reality, she's here today. She's still here. 5 years later, she's still here. Nothing's going to change. Nothing's going to happen as long as she keeps using the formula. So my next thought is, it's worth everything. It's worth your life. It's worth every part of who you are. Yes, it's an investment, but so is everything else. Everything in this world is an investment. The lamp over there, the photocopy over there, the table, the chair, the computer, everything. To run a car is an investment. To have a car is a huge investment. To have a house is even a bigger investment. So we have to be consciously aware about our realities and what we really, really want. And you have the choice of making those choices. Do you want longevity of life? Do you consciously want to be here for longer, for you and your family? Do you consciously want to look after your family? Do you consciously want a reality of life where you are actually thriving, not just surviving? Years ago, I was classing myself as a survivor. And even sometimes I talk about that because to survive is only just getting by. But to thrive is when you're really, really, really achieving more out of life. And that's my message for you today. Okay, so a little bit of philosophical thoughts there about life in general, that we can be consciously aware. Then sometimes we don't think about things and things may go a different direction, but we've got to bring ourselves back to the reality we want to create and the destiny. Because a lot of people think that destiny is chosen for you. But I can tell you one thing, I 100% believe that I changed my trajectory, my destiny, my course, my flow, the plan itself. I totally believe that. So, how conscious are you about the decisions that you make. Just think about what I just said. How conscious are you about the decisions that you make? I know I'm consciously thinking of what I need to do and when I need to do it. And sometimes, as we know, the hours can run away. It's true, isn't it? Time goes. An hour goes just like that nowadays. And the world that I live in, it's like, wow, gone. In my sense, I seem to think there is no time in reality, but we do time by the watch so that we can go to certain places to be on time. So we're consciously aware of that as well. But I do feel in the bigger space of the whole universe, what is time? What is it? Okay, so another subject matter for another day. So let me know your thoughts as you watch this. And even if it's a replay, let me know your thoughts. What are your thoughts about conscious realities and creating that reality for yourself? And it's about realizing, isn't it? It is about realizing that we can consciously steer our own ship, our own boat. We can drive our own vehicle consciously to where we want to be at. And this is the power. This is the power of the realities that we can have. I want you to definitely help me out a bit here, though. Give me a like, share this with somebody who may really need to hear this right now, and leave a comment if you like. Because the most important thing, in fact, is you. And I can constantly talk about this over and over and over again. You are the most important person. Important person. Okay. So I have got many things I can talk to you about every day about the dreams and dream big and be conscious of your reality, and I can look at unlocking some potentials and taking action. There's so many things I can talk to you about. And I can definitely share that if I have been on this journey for the time that I have been on, wouldn't it be great to see there's more growth and more growth and more growth? Okay. So I'll just have a few more moments with you and then we'll share more things, as in, let me share something with you, which is called being proactive. But before I go into proactive, unlock. I mentioned it already. Unlock your potential, because we all have potential. Every single one of us have got the potential to either receive awards and certificates, to read books if we want to go for walks if we want to be with family members if we want to, and to thrive in our business or work if we want to. And with this, I'm going to share with you that your potential is actually your growth. What growth do you really want? It's still part of your direction, maybe your fulfillment. I'm going to say maybe even your drive to be successful. What is it that you really want as a potential, as a personal growth? It is about unlocking that. If you're feeling stuck, what can you do, or what help can you have to help you to unlock that? Okay. What opportunities are you seeking to unlock your potential, to unlock things, or even, I'm going to say, to heal that past? Are you actually seeking the support to heal that what has already happened that doesn't serve you anymore? So these are sort of subjects that I can talk about, but it's about, I'm going to say, take the action. Do it. Don't leave it. I did it for me. I worked on me. And I know the power of the golden key and how it works, it can do for you. So shift your mindset. Instead of staying stuck in that past, reach out for the help. We are here to help you. That's what we do. We've done this for many people, be it emotional, be it mental, be it the past, be it the traumas that we can feel, or wanting to grow and develop on a personal note. We can make that happen for you. And we have so many opportunities for your growth, but it's not going to happen until you take the conscious decision to say, I'm here, let's go. Let's go and do it. So, it's all about the focus as well, isn't it? It's all about the focus. Where we put our focus, that's where things will change. So the next thing I want to share with you is something called Proactive. There was somebody called Stephen Covey. He wrote this book and I had it years on my bookshelf, years, and I never did anything with it. But today, I'm going to share this with you. I decided to look at some of the habits that we have, just for you though. And we're looking at choosing freedom. This is about choosing freedom. We have the self-awareness. We can look at our imagination. We can look at our consciousness. And then we look at our independent will. And we have to really, rightfully, be stimulated to take the next part of this. And that's what I want to share with you. Because no one's going to push you to do anything, only you yourself. I can talk about this all day. I can talk about this all night. But it's up to you to take the chance and to take that movement. So you've got the independent will for sure to choose the freedom. And you can consciously think about it and actually take the action. You can actually think of it in your own imagination. Parveen's talking about this right now. And imagine if I was free from all the conditions that my body's holding on to. What if Parveen actually is saying, I actually need to do this for me because I don't want to hold on to this anymore. Okay. And if you can just imagine it and think of this, I'm done. I need to get rid of this stuff that I'm feeling, be it anxiety, stress, trauma, relationship problems, feeling stuck in life, illness, diseases. Listen, we can help you. We've done it for others. So the next thing I'd like to share with you here is that are you aware? Okay, the awareness will take you to all of this because you're consciously aware. You're in your reality to make that change. So I just wanted to finish off there with you. Now, let me just see what I have right here. Okay. And I wanted to share this with you because we've had so many transformations for our clients. And I was speaking to one of our young ladies today, and she lives in Germany. And she's had so many aha moments since doing AOT training. I can see it in her, I can see the shifts in her and how she's thinking differently and how there's solutions for her. And she's going through a process, which we all will. And I can say when I saw her speaking today, I could see a lighter, happier person, because we will all have these ups and downs in life. Listen, they're going to be there. But what we can do with AOT is just to understand and minimize them, but still journey, and still journey. You see, there's a difference here. Without AOT, you're going to be like this on a massive roller coaster. Okay, but with this, things are a bit more smoother. So I wanted to share something with you. I'm just going to randomly pick out one of my messages for you to hear this week. Okay, I don't know what it's going to be, but I'm just going to pick it out. It's going to be the bottom of this card here. Let's have a look. Oh, look at this. Attraction. Can you see this? Attraction. Now, the situations that are around you are what you have attracted. Do you like what you see? Now, if you don't like what you see, what do? We have to change it. So let's change that. Let's change the course of something that we do not like to see in our lives right now. And the more you change it, the more freedom you're going to get. And that's all from me for today. I hope you've enjoyed your time here at Soul to Soul Wellbeing with me, Parveen Smith. I am your transformative leader. I am a global speaker and 10 times global awardee. Please do like, subscribe, and share with people who may need to hear this right here, right now, or even when you're ready. Thank you so much. My name is Parveen. Bye for now.